Bill, not exactly sharing any information on any advice for Mac Jones, but we've actually got the new additions to the show who do want to share some advice. You got WEI's Christian FAURIA, Nick Stevens joining us each week. So here is the premiere of FAURIA and FITZY.
Welcome to FAURIA and FITZY, the only show within a show that will never be confused with calculus.
Christian, I am so excited for this segment and this season because in the form of young Michael McCorkle-Jones, we may finally have someone who could put an end to our never-ending Tom Brady hangover. I think this kid is going to be great, and he's going to be great real quick.
Yeah, you know what? I'd pump the brakes just for a second because what worries me, Fitzy, is that all the praise that this guy is getting, and he hasn't even taken a snap in a regular season game. Here's what Tony Dungy said last week. Yes, I think Mac Jones has a great chance to be the Rookie of the Year. Oh, my God. This reminds me of Dan Marino going to Miami in 1983. A very good young quarterback going to an excellent situation with a great coach.
He would be well served if he got his offensive line isotoner gloves in that case. You know, it is wild that Mac is going to be the starter for this team, Christian. You know what else is wild, though?
What is wild?
How long it's been since the New England Patriots started a rookie under center. You know how long it's actually been?
I do not know, actually.
28 years, my friend.
Really? So 28 years. So let's go back in the hot tub time machine and let's see what was going on. Oh, all right. Well, that was the coach, the head coach of your New England Patriots, Bill Parcells.
I need to cop that jacket. And there was your coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Mullet.
Bill Belichick.
Got a mullet. And let's not leave ourselves out. What did we look like in 1993? Okay, Jay Leno has called. He wants his chin back, Fitzy.
Oh,
give it back to him.
You are with that tie and that hair, and especially, where did you work out at? Only Shrugs? Did you shop at like the thick neck store?
Listen, just for the record, I get a smaller shirt, makes my neck look big. And Cordell Stewart, oh, by the way, was my barber. He's the one that gave me that.
Not sure if I'd want to humble brag about that one. Now, in terms of making big calls at quarterback, Belichick so far in his career is 1 for 2. Kind of whiffed on Kosar for Testaverde in Cleveland. Pretty sure he nailed it when he called Brady over Bledsoe. And I think Mac over Cam, right call.
Yeah, and just to go back, that record of the New England Patriots back in 1993,
yeah,
5-11. They sucked. They weren't any good.
Yeah, they weren't any good. But things are going to be totally different now.
Of course they will.
Mr. Kraft gave them the budget of an Avengers movie to buy a bunch of shiny new players.
Sure.
And we've got a super accurate, super intelligent quarterback under center who shows so much promise and potential. I mean, what are you going to do when you line up against
This is your argument. Can you imagine foreshadowing way back in the day and thinking that, okay, this is the kid that's going to replace the great Tom Brady? This is the guy. I tell you what, they gave this kid the keys to the car, and they're just going to say, I'm just going to get out of your way.
That's right. Yes, they are.
And so that brings us to our favorite segment, the belly of the beast. We are on to blank. Okay, it's the Miami Dolphins. No surprise there, right? Everybody's excited about this game. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at with this game. It's the battle of the unknown. What I thought the Patriots benefit from last year, especially with Cam Newton, that they had no preseason. They had no nothing, really. So the Dolphins had no idea how the Patriots offense was going to look. And sure enough, Cam Newton probably had his best game of the year. He threw the ball well. He ran the ball well. The Dolphins had no idea how to stop him, and they took advantage of it. This year, I think the Patriots can benefit in the same way, this time with Mac Jones.
Really, even though they're going up against a former defensive coordinator and an old foe like Brian Flores, B-Flow, Malcolm Go, I mean, he might throw the kitchen sink at Mac Jones in his debut.
Yeah, it's going to be an old-school bar rescue stress test.
Okay, well, let me just answer it with this. Mac Jones, he does have the advantage because he is the most accurate quarterback in the history of college football. 77.4% completion rate.
No college stats allowed to go.
All right, that's fine. We'll go to the pros. This pretend season, in 3 games, he led 10 drives, and the Patriots scored in 8 of them, folks. 8 out of 10 drives.
Okay, let's think. The Philadelphia game that you're talking about, one of those games, he had all that success. 9 of the 11 starters didn't play on defense. So that's grade school type stuff.
Okay, well, guess what? Miami,
you got nothing else.
How are you going to contend with this? Now, that is what I call an impressive body.
Yeah, you know what? You actually, good point on this one.
Thank you.
I'd be scared of this. I tell you what does concern me, though, when I look at the defense. No, I'm not afraid of spiders. Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore is not going to be playing in this game. Okay, we all know he's on PUP list right now. But I think back to what happened last time. Tua came here to play the Patriots in December. He had guys, Lynn Bowden, he had Isaiah Ford, guys that aren't even in the league anymore or not even on the team. This year it's going to be different. He's got a lot of speed. Jalen Waddle, rookie out of Alabama, Devontae Parker trying to have a bounce back year, and Albert Wilson. And let's not forget the tight end, Mike Gesicki, who I think is going to be a Pro Bowler this year because he's got every single ounce of talent they need.
I'll always hate Gesicki because he caught the game winner over Chung in 2019, and then Brady left, and I hate mentioning that.
You
I
hate
wanna
it.
throw up.
Who beats him.
Now, here's another thing too, Christian.
Okay.
Patriots finally have a pass rush and a defensive front seven. That's right. They rebuilt it in the offseason. They got Judon, Hightower's back, Van Noy, Godchaux, Barmore, the whole gang. So they're going to be into his face the entire time. Now, Christian, as a former player, you must have some interesting stories about Patriots, Dolphins, and home openers.
I do. Here's the one that I like right now. This is way back in the day, back in, I think, 2002. Somehow we convinced Bill Belichick that it was a good idea for us to get acclimated to the weather of Miami by leaving a day early. So instead of leaving on Saturday, we left on Friday.
Why?
So we practiced, we left in the morning, practiced on Friday. We were dead. It was the worst idea I've ever heard of. You know, guys were hanging out, partying, having a grand old time. My legs were so heavy that it made no sense. Terrible idea. We ended up losing too.
So it's that hot in September, but it's not that bad in January.
No, you want to make sure they got them at the right time. They're playing them in New England, which is key. So, excellent job for the first show.
Good job by you.
I'm FAURIA. That's FITZY, and you just got up.